Friends and poetry lovers all over the world. This is Professor Syed Amiruddin, your well-known poet in English, speaking to you all. Friends, I am simply amazed with happiness to receive such a lavish response appreciating my video message on what is good poetry. And a poem on Eid I shared with you all last week. Friends, thanks a lot for all the adoration you have shown on me. Now friends, in response to your love for my poetry, once again I thought of sharing few more creative concerns focusing the metaphysical and spiritual intricacies involved in the imaginary realms of creativity. In this third series of my poetry recitation, I would like to share some of my thoughts on the age-old metaphysical concepts known as Sufism or mysticism, with a subtle difference, that is, all great mystics in Islamic faith are known as Sufis. Further, friends, I would also like to tell you how these so-called Sufis and mystics have predominantly influenced the field of art and music, particularly the field of poetry. Well friends, today there is a great fascination for Sufi and mystic poetry. Also friends, since time immemorial, mystic poetry has been transporting its readers into the dizzy world of trance, the whirly dervishes, etc., giving spiritual solace and emotional comfort. Well friends, now let me try to define what Sufism is. That is friends, Sufis' yearning of the soul for ultimate reality and their quest after truth has been the cardinal principle defining the Sufistic attitude. Well friends, in every esoteric doctrine, there are references to 3 degrees of faith. Friend, in Islamic mysticism, that is Sufism, these 3 degrees of faith are known as the lore of certainty, ilmul yaqeen, the eye of certainty, ainul yaqeen, and the third, truth of certainty, haqqul yaqeen. Well friends, to tell you the fact, the zestful fervor of all mystics and Sufis is nothing but the intense craving for the union with the divine being. Further friends, for Sufis, life is likened to a journey, that is safar, and the seeker after God to a traveler, that is salik. The purpose of this traveler is to attain that perfect knowledge, that is marifat, the desired goal of union with the divine. Well, to proceed further friends, here I would like to share some of the historic mystical wonders mankind has witnessed. Well friends, to begin with, Prophet's ascent of the Miraj to have the divine vision, the sight of the effulgence, and ultimate ravishing radiance. Friends, to name a few more eyes of mystical visions, then there is divine vision of Moses on Mount Sinai, Buddha's enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. Also friends, a great name in the Sufi mysticism Mansur al-Hallaj, the God intoxicated lover, who said, Anal Haq, I am God, I am truth. Further friends, the all-embracing mystical truth, Aham Brahman, and the mystical vision of Saint John of the Cross. Well friends, now I would like to tell you that world literature has produced several great poets who are known for mystical grandeur in their poetry. Just to name a few, Maulana Rumi, Hafiz, Sadi, Dante, Blake, Kalidasa, Jayadeva, Kabir, Ibn Arabi, Aid, and Tagore, to mention a few. Well friends, today particularly I thought of sharing with you all certain characteristic mystical flashes in my poetry. Now friends, as you are aware that most of my critics have evaluated my poetry saying that all my poetry is purely mystical and spiritual in nature. Friends, as I have already told you that poetry to me is revelation, discovery and illumination. And friends, its values extended to eternity. Well now friends, I would like to share with you the spiritual happiness of reciting a few lines from my poem Visions of Deliverance. Okay friends, here I go. Please listen to me carefully. Thus the soul's purple deeds received and traversed through labyrinthine vicissitude of light into the exalted layers of munificence of light till the silvery souls reach the garden of eternal home. And friends, in another poem, like a mystic and a Sufi, the poet is suffused with ancient wisdom. Well now, I will recite the lines. Please listen to me. The vision summits of illumined peaks of benign nirvana, Aham Brahman Anal Haq, and touched a moment eternal, breathing the divine light of bliss, the Sat Chit Ananda. Well, by the way friends, in another poem, questioning the very existence of life, here I recite the poem. What is the enigma after all? What is the enigma after all? Bottoming and peaking encounters. Bottoming and peaking encounters. Reaped distresses. Reaped distresses. Bottoming and peaking encounters. Reaped distresses. Harboring longings. Haze and maze of birth, copulation, death. Okay? Well, friends, I conclude my poetry recital with an excellent poem dealing with mystical myth and with a spiritual quest. The title of the poem is Pilgrimage. Here I go. Please listen to me carefully. Aghast, I reached the final path. The path of singing sails on the snowy slopes to lotus lilies and petalic pathways. The rage in me diffused and raga silenced on seeing the goal, a symphony of sepulchre. My confusion confounded, left in aghast, I failed to understand why I was there. I also discovered how wonderful it would be to be a human being. All my labor lost, all my pilgrimage a fiasco. Then I realized home, of course, is serene and sweet to those who discover symphonies of heart. Home is a place where your heart belongs. Well, friends, I hope all of you will certainly enjoy this poetic fiesta. Such poetic recitals will make life lively, vibrant, vivacious, and more livable, especially during the lockdown phase under the threat of coronavirus. Well, friends, thank you. Thanks a lot. Hope to meet you all in our next poetry reciting session. Your response is solicited. Until then, bye. Thanks a lot. Thank you once again.